we've had a lot of information in these videos, guys, and don't worry, this is the last one in which I can encompass a couple key points on the Gambia. Before I get into it, I do want to say a special shout out thank you to our Patreon supporters. Double shout out thank you to Rem AG, Xavier Zamora, Victor, and Troy Smothers for being higher level patrons. There is a link in the description if you guys would like to join that for as little as $1 a month. It helps me out. And also, FYI, I'm not a financial advisor. Everything I'm sharing is my own opinion. It's my own research. I highly encourage you to go do your own research. And also, guys, if you missed the first 3 videos on this, I highly recommend you go back, you check those out. There's independent information in those videos that is very, very good. And I think it could potentially tie in a lot of the stuff with the project. Okay, so I had mentioned last time I was going to talk about some individuals. I had realized that there was some key extra little tidbits I forgot to mention in the last video. So I'm going to start with those, and it will only take me a second. But this is some absolutely potentially amazing stuff. And this is one of those theories that I'm thinking hopefully SafeMoon is going to tie in. So you have the batteries. Let's go ahead and elaborate on those. You have wind and solar energy. It's not constant. Therefore, a renewable-based society requires smart grids, which we talked about in a previous video, to transport this power from areas where electricity generation is currently high to those where it is low in order to meet demand. And to keep these grids in balance, electricity storage systems are needed. And that's where those other batteries we had talked about really come into play. So initially, the battery will be used for the primary reserve market where European grid operators purchase the reserve capacity they require to guarantee the 50 hertz frequency. So we're talking about Europe for the moment. This is an example on the grid, says Mark Wegman, Director for Industrial Assets in Germany and the Netherlands at NECO. So they have principles they're trying to really focus on here to meet the standard. The Jardelin battery, this is another battery option, can take over the role of primary reserve provider from coal and gas-fired plants. We also investigate possibilities to connect local wind farms to the battery. This is potentially, in addition, the Tesla and everything we're talking about. In the event of overproduction, the energy can temporarily be stored in the battery. For example, this can mean grid operators don't need to ask wind turbine owners to switch off their turbines to avoid overloading. The battery supports the grid in several ways, underlines Ulrich Horkens, spokeswoman for Tenant in Germany. We use it to compensate for the imbalance between generation and consumption. This helps to keep the grid frequency at a stable 50 hertz. We also use it as a source of reactive power, important for maintaining the voltage. In the old energy world, these tasks were performed by conventional central large power plants using nuclear or fossil fuels. Batteries are important because they make it possible for new systems to take over the tasks of conventional power plants. And then this is the big one. Check this out and tell me in the comments what you guys think of this idea. Besides physical local battery systems, we will also have virtual batteries, adds Wegman. Their main use will be to provide spare capacity. Individual owners of small batteries installed in combination with solar panels can offer these to market players responsible for grid balance by the use of software combined capacity. Currently, the legal thresholds are higher than the technical limits. Germany has taken the lead in adapting its legislation to new applications made possible by the recent evolution of the technology. Other countries can see this as an example. I think the possibility to participate in such virtual batteries can be the tipping point for getting people to invest in a battery system. And moving right into the next bit of news, okay? So this was an image posted back on May 23rd by John, who's the CEO of SafeMoon. He said, taken in a meeting in Washington, D.C., hosted by Ambassador-at-Large Sakung Jawara with the Honorable Minister James Gomez of the Republic of the Gambia to discuss partnering with the Gambia to complement national development projects. Back in 2018, that's 3 years ago, going on almost 4 years ago. And we know that with Sakung Jawara, I hope I said his name right, we have seen in the past AMA when it was over on Twitch, in which John and Sakung had a conversation, and they had mentioned that they are very interested in trying to get SafeMoon incorporated into their country. So is the Gambia interested? Yes, we have that confirmed. Now, this is what I want to touch on. Who is the Honorable Minister James Gomez? What role could he potentially play with this project? I did some research and came across this. The Honorable James Formos Gomez is the Minister of Fisheries and Water Resources with oversight functions of the ministry's affairs. So again, tying into the earlier videos, we talked about the opportunity there to have clean, drinkable water and how SafeMoon's role could potentially play into that. Moving forward with the wind turbines or some other element, there's an opportunity that's there. And this is a connection directly tied in with John Caroni, the CEO of SafeMoon, where those doors can be opened up for discussions. During his tenure as Lord Mayor of Banjul, he was instrumental in projects such as the Urban Management Development Project, the Albert Market Reconstruction, and Urban Environment Projects. So he's all about trying to help out the community. And there's a side article which really broke this down through the website, in which it says 50,000 rural dwellers to benefit from solar-powered water supply. So check this out. James F. Gomez, Minister of Fisheries, Water Resources, and National Assembly Matters, while answering questions in a recent face-off in Parliament, disclosed that it has been estimated that 50,000 of the rural population will benefit directly from 20 solar-powered water supply systems. We know that SafeMoon has talked about the fact that they want to get into solar. Eventually, they're starting with the wind turbines. But again, in my old video, I said that wind turbines could technically be incorporated to providing clean drinking water. You just have to adapt it a little bit. He disclosed that the project came through the Department of Water Resources under his ministry and secured from the government of Japan through the Japan International Cooperation Agency, or JIVA. This is a connecting dot to Japan, which we have been really trying to find clues on, and I'm wondering if this is that piece of the puzzle that we've been looking for. So what am I talking about? Look at all these old clues. Back on July 31st, there's a video. You can see kanji, which is the Japanese symbol used in words. That's in the back animation of that video. In addition, we have what was posted back on July 21st. There was this graphic image right here in which people were finding a lot of clues. The woman that's wearing it, she's wearing like a traditional kimono style dress. She's got the umbrella up above her head. I think that's Mount Fuji in the background. There's Japanese symbols right here, right here. I mean, this is another significant set of clues. Then you also have back on July 2nd with this graphic image, once again, of a woman that looks like she's walking around in a kimono dress. She's got the SafeMoon logo on, the umbrella up above her head there. There's like koi fish. This definitely screams out for the possibility of it being related to Japan. And if you check out, well, I looked up JIVA. This is JICA that's actually showing. The other one mentioned JIVA. So JICA is Smart Cities for a Brighter Future. I don't know if that potentially ties in. I think this was a goof on my part as I was compiling my notes. But yeah, it's interesting to see that there's an organization over in Japan that is dealing with smart cities. Maybe I accidentally crossed onto something here, and SafeMoon is dealing with JICA as well. So, you know, that's a very interesting set of clues, in my opinion, potentially tying everything in together with Japan. Potentially this individual is an introductory point for the water-based systems of the Gambia, potentially over to JIVA, which is that Japanese group that I was just talking about right here, the Japan International Cooperation Agency. Oh, wait, maybe that is the same thing. They put JIVA, but Japan International Cooperation Agency would be abbreviated JICA. So I think I actually got it right. I think they just had a typo on their website. So that should be everything that we're planning on talking about in this video. Yeah, that's it. And that's about right on time with this. So there's 4 parts to this video. Let me know what you guys think of everything in the comments down below. Just a very brief recap. I feel like the introduction to smart grids is it's pretty much a guarantee for this. I think the opportunity for virtual batteries is something that we should take a look at. The amount of industry potential behind using the Gambia as a starting point, we could see as a great leading point moving forward. ECOWAS looks like it's potentially got ties to all the other countries as far as who gets adopted with SafeMoon next. There's clues that are there with that. And then also the clean drinking water, Japan, a lot of key things to really take away from this, guys. I hope you enjoyed this series. I put a lot of work into it, if you can tell. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about everything. There's referral links in the description if you want to get free cryptocurrency or free stock. It's free money for you. Coinbase, Gemini, BlockFi, and Webull. Webull has a special promo going on for the next couple days. It's an extra bonus, but they all have their own little gimmicky thing. And if you guys are new to the channel, do not forget to hit subscribe. Hit the thumbs up like button. It definitely helps us out with the YouTube search algorithm. Click the bell icon so you know whenever we go live, and I will see you in the next episode.